This is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange as the Allies in 1926 with some of the fantasy ships involved. Now, I will preface this by saying it's been about a month and a half since I last played because I went on a little bit of a trip. So I've been kind of catching up on what might be a little sluggish, might not accomplish quite as much. Looks like we've got two heavy cruisers to send out. Send them to Pearl Harbor. And they will auto-disband when they get there. As well, we have Oregon, which is ready to go. I do believe the Oregon was in the Spanish-American War. Kind of old, what I'm trying to say. Not too worried about any of those. Not too worried about any of these. Maybe I should be. Oh yeah, whole mess of destroyers. Do we have any more destroyers? That's the big question. Answer is no. Got the dent back from being dented. Got a whole slew of them almost. Oh no, we do have some done. Alright then. Let's grab a few destroyers of the Wix class. There we go. And none of the battleships are ready. Louisiana and Connecticut are going to be out for a while. Missouri is a main class. Like a pre-dread. And then New York is not a pre-dread. New York is New York class. 5 turrets. Kind of an inadequate armor scheme if you ask me, but she works. Lexington's going to require a little time. So leave those two alone. And I'm going to keep the South Dakota and North Carolina in reserve for the moment. Ready to go. Single destroyer, disband, head into port. Alright, we have minesweepers. We've got our one set of battleships. And our other set. All in relatively decent shape. We have Maryland, Colorado. Set you up here. If I remember correctly, they were starting to re-invade. No troops. These are supplies. And Arizona and Pennsylvania. Send you back as well. Oh, they landed troops. We have a couple of infantry regiments out there. Set you for surface action. Set your destination southeast. As we take a look, we'll head to the South Pacific. There shouldn't be too much going on down here. I know we don't want to have any unescorted convoys down here anymore because Japanese subs have been sighted in the area. Ah, we have one tanker over there. What do we got for aircraft? Sopwiths? Then we have fuel about to hit Rabaul. We need nothing to change down here. We've got our normal port patrols. Unescorted troop transports. We have no spare destroyers for escort duty. Transports headed back. Submarines doing their due. Dreadnought. Much ammo. Plenty. She can stay right there. Let's get her to bombardment. Actually, allow escorts to bombard. We'll set her for that combat, which is likely to occur. And the Dutch battleships have plenty of ammo too. Get their escorts to bombard as well. Defensive stance. Let's wait on that. We'll attack next turn. And what was this, a Sparrow? Yeah, Sparrow Force is about to move to this hex. So they'll have these Japanese and Zamboanga won't have anywhere to go. Patrol gunboats. We have our transports. They are still unloading, and they will return to Singapore. Good. And with these ones, yes. We have our minesweepers, and then we have our French cruisers. I'm going to disband those at this time. Use a few touch-ups on their repairs. Submarines are stationary. We have a lot of churn over here. Ooh, bunch of subs that I am not quite sure I know what I want to do with them. Looks like I had a plan already. So we'll let those shake out. We have our destroyers, we have our subs. I know a lot of this was probably already set up to advance time. I'm refamiliarizing at the same time. Alright. Now I feel alright moving forward. There's our bombardment. Dutch battleships doing a little bit. And there's Dreadnought doing hers. And the Japanese try bombardment attack. That goes poorly for them. It gives us an idea of how many troops they have. They do outnumber us. And here we are, 12th of July. Didn't see any new ship arrivals. I think I will send out South Dakota and North Carolina. Then Task Force 1057 over here. Send the Maryland over here. I need to set these guys for Midway. Let them settle in. Do want to check ground units. I want to see ones that are going to arrive. Second Indian Division. Second US, 14th US Company. South Pacific, Australia Division. 11th Base Force. We're going to need a few of those base forces as well. You guys are all headed back. South Pacific, nothing to worry about. Transport headed for Rabaul. We have our 2 bombardment, which have shifted to surface. Switch them back to bombardment, ensuring that escorts are allowed. And we'll see about a deliberate attack. Might be foolish since we're outnumbered, but I'm going to see how that works out. I take Gull Force and set them a destination to walk over here. I think they already... Direction is northwest. I have to go around. Alright. Alright, supplies have been delivered to Manila. Looking well. I don't see any leftover infantry I haven't transported out of India. Okay, there we go. End phase and see where things go. Alright, 4 ships going northeast. Task force at Midway reacting and find something. Destroyers and light cruisers and transports. Night action, 5,000 yards. Closing to 2,000. Ooh, poor luck for the shoebrick. Minesweepers and destroyers. Concerned about this one just because it is such short range. Torpedoes could be deadly here. Oh, 14-inch head on a destroyer. Yeah, the Kiri is not going to make it home. Yeah, there's just the Arizona pummeling the Kiri into dust. Magazine explosion. Fires. Probably a turret knocked out. More fires. More engine damage. And down she goes. Elevate to 6,000 yards. Lob taking some damage. Giving more back to the Ushio. Oh, 14-inch head on the Ushio. Arizona's doing some deadly work here. Internal explosion on the Sakaki. Below decks explosion. And up to 10,000 yards, I'm not really worried about torpedoes at this point. And the combat is wrapping up. So the Kiri and the Sakaki went down. Ushio probably won't make it. Arizona and Pennsylvania took some hits, so did the Lob and the Shoebrick. Nothing significant though, from the looks of it. A little bit more bombardment to help out with the ground combat that's about to occur. And then they'll both head back for ammunition. Time to see how this one worked out. 19 to 51 casualties, so yeah, we're going to need to do some more bombardment or wait for reinforcements. Alright, July 13th. Something I've been forgetting to check is the ammunition available on these ships. Pennsylvania has some ammo, but Arizona's really not doing so well. Got plenty of secondary ammunition, but she's out of primaries on the forward section, so she definitely needs to head back. Our minesweeper's heading in. And the Maryland is out of ammo. Colorado is low. West Virginia's alright. Washington's alright. They can head back. We have just a few subs to allocate. I know there's sections I kind of want to double up on. So, want more around Tokyo. I want more on the entrances in towards Kure. I'll be from Kagishima to Hamamatsu. Not quite. Southwest of Osaka. Then maybe also outside of Sasebo. I'm a little concerned because it's shallow there. And lock up Formosa as well. We have submarines, we'll send them out. Alright, these two headed back? No. Turn to Manila. Turn to Manila. Get both of them replenished. The ball about to be replenished as well. And we want to make sure these guys are on defense. Gulf Force, making good progress. There is a road there. Pharaoh Battalion, still about to head into that next hex, because there is no road, just jungle trails. Alright, more troops landing in Midway. Can't imagine that'll go well for them. R1 evading. Might split up the Maryland task group. Japanese bombardment. Goes very poorly for them. Alright, we have a new unit, the 1st Cavalry Division. Also have some Marine Brigades. The whole division is quite significant. This is the 2nd US Brigade. What ships do I have here? I do have some personnel transports. I'm not too worried about subs in between Hawaii and the mainland yet. So let's get the West Point, the Bloemfontein, the Meigs. Oh, we have a whole task force. Grab the Chaumont is injured. Grab these minesweepers. Get a couple regular transports to help spread out. And we'll put an aviation ship in it. Wow, that is not much. Let's see, what do we have? Level bombers, fighters, patrol. We don't really have the seaplanes or the seaplane tender, so we'll grab them out. AV Aerostock Gannet. There she is. And disband her back into the group. Meanwhile, the rest of these are a little chewed up, so we'll disband them. We'll see about loading troops. We want US Cavalry Division. We want more than that, though. Southwest Pacific, we want the Marine Brigade, too. Even look to see how much that cost. A lot. That's fine, though. That'll give us 2 divisions to bring. And we can also bring bombers and a squadron of fighters. These are all carrier fighters, carrier bombers. I'm less concerned about them. And their goal is to then head to Hawaii and unload them. Not going to retire them either. Might want to leave them out here. Expand this task group. Expand this task group. Transports are headed back. South Dakota and North Carolina are headed back, or headed out. Slow them down. Destroyer's going on our own. And this is the group I'm thinking of splitting, because the West Virginia and the Washington still have plenty of ammo. bring the Raleigh as well. And probably the Sumner. A little low on torpedoes. Take the Henshaw. Yeah, we'll take the Henshaw. So, surface combat. Washington and West Virginia. The Henshaw and the Raleigh. Our new task group. Retirement is not allowed. Set them to mission speed. Have them sit on Midway. Keep our minesweepers in Midway. We have quite a bit sitting out here. We'll actually set their destination to the northwest, see if we can intercept that group. Meanwhile, Japanese forces did land on Midway, but apparently insignificant or something. Unload of supplies. Here's the fuel. And Rabaul. Keep things steady here. Two battleship groups heading to Midway. Or Manila. A couple subs in here. S-33 could actually be sent out now. Repulse. Sitting tight. More subs to allocate, but we're gonna wait. Alright, I'm happy with this layout. Ah, submarine is intercepted. That's why I have them in deep water for most of this cordon line. Ah, here we go. Found a lone destroyer. Internal explosion. That's a great start to it. Yeah, that's about what I expected. It was a minesweeper. Wow, that's a lot of transports. Japanese bombarding our Indian division again. To no avail. Another pursuit squadron in San Diego. Now we're at the 15th of July. Transport group is loading up. Alright, just a couple minesweepers. Moving west. 10 knots probably. These ones are slow. We'll see if we can't intercept. Rather than mine warfare, we'll set them to surface combat. our whole mess of subs around the Japanese main island. Then we have the Gold Division, which would take 2 or 3 days to get down to support the Indian Division. I'll be excited to see if I can sneak something else from Singapore into there. Alright, and I think we got one more day in us. Things have kind of calmed down around the Philippines and Midway. Yeah, we've got that one transport group, but combat ship wise there's not been much around there, and the Congos seem to have retreated from northern Philippines. We haven't seen them in several days now. Alright, evading an ASW attack. Okay, another evasion. Oh, the sub tried to do something, but didn't quite get into position. Looks like we spotted the Japanese ships again. Transports out of Midway. We might chase them for a little bit longer. Another ASW attack. Another ASW attack. Bombarding the Indian Division again. Doing nothing but depleting themselves. Alright, now we're on the 16th of July. Got more done than I thought we would. Still loading troops. Destination is Pearl Harbor. Ah, this is the transports from Midway. How's Midway on supplies? Supplies are good, fuel is not. Go ahead and unload cargo. Heading outright. Pearl Harbor. Head to Midway. So we just missed them. Moving west. Let's assume that they're going to go 1, 2 over here. Nah, I'm gonna guess there. And then we'll get the minesweepers to go here. Although we're gonna have to break off pursuit after that. Both groups need fuel. For that, let's plumb around in Midway. I mean, Oahu. We want tanker, if there is one in here. A little bit of systems damage. 12,000 will be good. Even still has some fuel. And Mexican and Minnesotan for supplies. Then we'll grab 4 destroyers and a light cruiser for escort. Leave them as is. Set them for Midway. Unload cargo, retirement allowed, auto disband. The ball is fine. How far have they gone? 7. Okay, that road's much less well paved than I thought. Got our 2 groups heading in. Will give us enough destroyers. We should be able to dispatch more troops, and I'm probably going to send them down here to Davao. Till then, we've got our replenished task force, and our minesweepers. Send these guys down here. Oh yeah, we don't want them to react. Dreadnought, on the other hand, we don't mind if she reacts. Got our submarines setting up appropriately. And that, I believe, is that. No comment to have at this point. I thank you for staying till the end, though. Please leave your comments down below, and I will see you next time. Take care.